Thanks to Urbanova for giving me this opportunity to speak on such a big dais in front of the big stalwarts. And thanks to Chetak Minerals also to giving me this opportunity to represent this Chetak Paints Mumbai. So we will start the session. This is regarding challenges faced by paint companies due to emerging trends of construction segment. My presentation consists of two parts. That is, one is the challenges faced by paint companies and other is an overview of Chetak Paints manufactured paint products portfolio. So this is the Indian paint industry, the brief overview. The Indian paint industry market size is estimated is about 700 billion, that is approximately 8.64 billion in the year 2022. This is expected to reach $10.46 billion in the year 2025, and by 2030 it will be reached to $16.37 billion. In 2024, India's per capita consumption is 4 to 5 kg per year, and in a global market, it is average is around 14 to 25 kg per annum. However, the paint industry in India is growing rapidly, and there is a big scope to for the potential growth in the Indian paint industry. The decorative paints remain as a primary growth driver, which covering 70 to 75% of total market, supported by repainting activities as well as urbanization and increasing disposable incomes. And industrial paints covers 30% of demand, find support by the automotive, oil and gas and infrastructure sectors. A very high demand in volumes is expected in the year 2024-25 by real estate because there is a PM Awas Yojana is there, and government spending is also on affordable housing, which has been very well explained by Mr. Wankhede in the earlier session during his MADA presentation. So the government recent announcements of building affordable houses over the next 5 years under PM Awas Yojana translates into continued demand momentum, encouraging new players to bet on the sector. So that is important aspects for the Indian paint industry. The total decorative paint demand is also expected to pick up due to factors such as high demand from repainting segment as well as growing populations, increasing in rental homes, increase of affordable housing and growth in the income levels of the consumers. So this is a market share of the Indian paint companies with regards to total top 5 players, that is Asian Paints, Berger, AkzoNobel, Kansai Paints as well as Indigo. So Asian Paint remain as a market leader in the Indian paint industry. The factors driving growth of Indian paint industry, these are extensive infrastructure development, urbanization, manufacturing of sector growth, then environmental regulations, and there are other factors. We will conclude this factor in the next slide. The extensive infrastructure development is government initiatives like smart city mission, like that. Urbanization, the rising urban population and increasing disposable income having transformed into a market landscape. Manufacturing sector growth, the expansion of manufacturing facilities as well as environmental growth, the regulations with regards to VOC, with regards to environmental conditions, with regards to eco-friendly products, like that. The second part of factors driving growth of Indian paint industry is the Indian paint industry is experiencing a decline growth in the last years due to intensified competition, low value product sales, price cuts of raw materials, like that. The long-standing paint companies, that is a big player of the paint companies, paint industry, saw revenue growth slow down by 4% in the year 2024. That is down from 14 to 15% in the year 2019 to 2023, according to study. As well as additional factors cited due to include intense competition, the impact of general elections, extended monsoon seasons, and continued price cuts affected the first half of 2025. Then there is a market dynamics also played a big role for driving a growth. Then there is an expense for advertising and sales promotions are expected to rise. This is also affects these factors also affects the driving of Indian paint growth. Then the paint sector is lead to continue growing at 8 to 10% with lower operating margins of about 14% in the year 2026, as compared to an average of about 18% over the last 5 years. So that is a remarkable remark for the Indian paint industry. Then we come to the key challenges faced by the Indian paint industry, that is intensifying competition, margin squeeze, changing consumer preferences, dependence on infrastructure and construction, climatic change and weather patterns, price cuts and promotional activity. This is a main challenge for the Indian paint industry. This means how every year we should offer a price cut and to remain in the competition. So that is the biggest challenge, altering consumer taste and dynamic pricing. The responsible risk factors for the Indian paint industry, that is the raw material prices. Then there is a economic slowdown, climatic changes, as well as dependent upon infrastructure. The raw material prices, because the raw materials used by the paint company are in the range of about 300 to 400 raw materials. So these raw materials, 50% of these raw materials are coming from petroleum derivatives. So if the petrol price or crude oil price changes, it will affect your paint price. So that is the biggest hurdle or biggest challenge for the biggest risk factor for the Indian paint industry. Then there is the economic slowdown. The slowdown in the economy directly affects the paint industry. Climatic changes dependent on infrastructure. These are the few threatening factors for the Indian paint industry, which has been categorized as external threats, internal threats, as well as other threats. So external threats consist of raw material price volatility, intense competition, regulatory changes, as well as economic downturn. The internal threats comprise of dependence on construction and infrastructure, high operating cost, product obsolescence, as well as quality and safety concerns. And other threats are environmental concerns, spurious products, because there is a threat from the other company. They are making spurious products. Once we develop a product, they will copy the product and they will develop the product on their own, and they will purge that product in the market itself on our name, like that. So that is also one of the threat. And digital disruption. So these threatening factors are affecting Indian paint industry for growth, profitability, as well as sustainability. Then come to few threatening factors for the construction industry also. This is also we have divided into or categorized into external threats, internal threats, technology. This is one of the threats for the presenter. Okay, internal threats, technological threats, and other threats. So external threats comprise of economic downturn, regulatory changes, environmental concerns, then natural disasters, global events, etc. Then internal threats are labor shortages. This is the main threats for the construction industry. Then material cost and availability, project delays and cost overruns, as well as quality control issues and safety concerns. Technological threats are digital disruption, cybersecurity risk, outdated technology, like that. And other threats are supply chain, as well as changing consumer preferences, as well as compliance and regulatory risk. So this is also affects your growth, profitability, and sustainability. So till here, we have completed our part of challenges faced by the Indian paint industry. And it is a brief overview about the Chetak Minerals, but we will take it on the rapid basis. So this is the Chetak Minerals, which is manufacturing paint since from the 1996. We are offering products which are available in the market with regards to interior segment as well as exterior segment. So there is a 28 years of services to the construction industry. So this is our panel, chairman, managing director, as well as CEO. So this is our strength, retail service area, and based on this, the distributor network all over Maharashtra is our proper strength, means the main strength factor for the growth. This is our R&D and quality control team. So these are the products offered by the Chetak Minerals in the exterior range as well as the interior range. This is a Chetak Silver Plaster of Paris, which has been used for the interior purpose for smoothing of the surfaces. Then there is a Chetak Gold Whiting. This is also has been used for the smoothing of interior walls, but this is lower as compared to earlier one. Then there is a gold cement putty. The cement putty will take care of your efflorescence resistance as well as your waterproofing resistance at some part, and it will also take care of your adhesion property. So this is also one of the fast moving item for the Chetak paints, the cement putty. Then there is a coarse putty which will take care of your crack resistance, which will take care of your undulations part also, which has been used for the interior as well as exterior surfaces. So on the top of it, the Chetak fine putty of coat of Chetak fine putty has been applied to get the smooth surface. Then there is a primer free putty, which is used in comparison with along with the enamel. So this is like enamel based putty. So this is a primer free putty. Over this putty, there is no need of primer to be applied. Then there is a acrylic putty which will take care of your adhesion part, which will take care of your whiteness also, which will take care of your smoothing part also, fineness also, and which will take care of your certain limitations to the waterproofing also. Then there is a distemper. As you know, there are two categories. One is the acrylic distemper and one is the silver acrylic distemper. Then there is the primer which has been applied on the top of putty, but prior to application of top coats. This is the interior exterior primer, then there is an interior primer, then there is an exterior primer also. Exterior primer has been applied for exterior surfaces, interior primer has been applied for the interior surfaces, but at the same time, exterior primer can be applied for interior as well as exterior, but interior primer cannot be applied for exterior surfaces. Interior primer is definitely compulsorily recommend for the interior surfaces only. This is a smooth touch interior emulsion. This is the economic type, which will give you eye-soothing finish on your interior walls. This is recommended for interior walls only. Then there is a smooth touch exterior emulsion, which will take care of your 3 years warranty with regards to the aesthetic, then UV resistance and the rain resistance. Then there is a Ultra Protect, which will upgraded from the smooth touch, which will gives you 5 years warranty with regards to exterior climatic condition as well as rain protection. And then there is a Ultra Protect Advance, which will gives you 7 years protection, which means this will give you better protection than the Ultra Protect. Then there is one more product, Gold Shield also, which will gives you 10 years protection. At the same time, it will gives you waterproofing. At the same time, it will gives you crack bridging also, and at the same time, exterior durability as well as exterior performance. And there is a UV light protection is also there. So this Gold Shield has been used in combination with the FlexiBond primer, then only it will gives you the waterproofing property. So this is the texture finishes. The texture finishes comprise of 4 qualities. That is, one is acrylic texture, then dolpu texture, roller coat, and bubble spray. The acrylic texture is mainly used by the Indian paint industry because you are putting 1 coat of synthetic plaster on your exterior wall. Means you have done an exterior plaster. Apart from that, you are putting one extra coat of synthetic plaster. So that is the added advantage for the protection of your exterior surface from the exterior climatic condition. So the 3 textures are available: 1 mm, 2 mm, 3 mm. Means you are putting 1000 micron of texture film or 2000 micron or 3000 micron of texture film on your exterior surface. So that will give you added advantage, added protection with regards to protection. Then there is a dolpu stone, which will give you the dolpu stone like finish. This is a natural stone like finish. Then there is a roller coat with the help of roller. Then there is a bubble spray. So this is a FlexiBond waterproofing coating, which we are offering in combination with the Ultra Gold Protect. Okay. Then there is a gypsum primer for the gypsum, which has been recommended for interior surfaces prior to application of gypsum. Then there is the decorative white cement, interior exterior primer. Then there is a liquid waterproofing. So this waterproofing is also important. Means at the time of making some correction in the home itself, or at the time of making your houses, or at the time of making flooring or wall. So this type of liquid waterproofing has been used in the concrete itself. at the making wall at the time of initial surface preparation. So this will give you added advantage like adhesion. This will give you added advantage with regards to waterproofing. This will give you added advantage with regards to waterproofing also, and water penetration also. So there is one more repair polymer, Titan Seal. So Titan Seal is having the better protection with regards to waterproofing, with regards to water penetration, with regards to control the porosity of the surface itself. So this will added at the time of concrete making only. So it is available in the 1 liter, 5 liter and 20 liter packs. So our strengths and core values are strong R&D team, quality, innovation, trust, commitments and timely delivery. So this is all about the Chetak Minerals. Thanks, and thanks for the listening. And one more point I want to share, because there are the person from the coating industry, construction industry. So my request is कि if you are making BOQ, if you are making bill of quality or bill of material at the time of making your projects or at the time of constructing your projects, so please add the company name like us, that Chetak Minerals, or some small scale players. So don't add only the big players, Asian Paints, Nerolac Paints or something else like that. So we are also giving same services, we are also giving same performance, we are also giving better products than the competition itself. So that is a personal request to you. So you just keep this point in your mind while making the BOQ. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the listening. Yeah.